Welcome back to the Bacon and Reggs podcast. We still have no idea what we're doing, and that's, I think, even more clear in this episode where we've taken to Joel's bathtub to do episode 2. It's great to have you back, and the keen-eyed among you may have already seen we've come with a guest. We've welcomed Abby to the show for episode 2.
Cheers.
And yes, cheers. We've got our drinks. It's up there. It's literally up there. We've got our drinks and we're ready to start spilling some shit. Pretty much.
Some tea.
Ooh,
some tea.
It's not tea.
It's not tea. We have another guest actually. This is, I think, the hot topic of conversation every time we have a party around Joel's house. This is our favourite piece of memorabilia, of furniture
I've just realised
that we have in Joel's house. Yeah, there's a hole in the bottom. This is Cabin Cow. It sits in the bathroom, just up there on a shelf, and every time someone's being sick from alcohol poisoning, it watches over with a graceful intent.
And
Judgment. It's definitely judging.
Yeah, it's definitely judging.
She's iconic though.
Abby, what did you just say a minute ago?
Oh, she's got. Isn't the arse on that thing so impressive? Like I wish I could be like that.
I wish that was me.
Period.
Right, I've got up our list of topics again.
The Bacon and Reggs grand list of things to talk about has been whipped out again. This is a sacred document, Abby. This is a sacred document.
Showed her the egg at the bottom.
So, what's the first thing?
Well, I think. Well, it depends. What do you want to talk about? Cause
I'll tell you what. It's been quite a wild summer. Like all things considered. Like I feel like we thought it was gonna be. I mean, you might beg to differ, but I feel like for most of us, we thought it was gonna be pretty dead, and then it turned out to be like actually everything was happening.
Yeah, no, that is true.
It's been a lot of fun.
I remember thinking like, oh, everyone's going on holiday for like so long, it's gonna be awful.
You went away for so long.
Yeah,
I did. I went away for so long. I went to Italy for 2 weeks, and
was it only 2 weeks?
It was 15 days. It was 15 days, and it was actually it was a bit over. It was 15 days. Fuck's sake, Joel!
It's fine. He's gone.
I say that like we haven't invaded his household.
Yeah, no.
we show up. I ring this man at about 1 PM and I go, "Hey Joel, can I drop off some stuff because we're having a party later because it's my birthday tomorrow."
Someone's 18.
Someone's 18. I probably shouldn't
Hence the
say
day
that.
drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hence the day drinking.
And I ring him and I go, "Oh yeah, can I drop off the stuff?" And he goes, "I've just woken up." And I'm like, "Okay."
Bro wasn't
So
awake.
I tell Antonio, I'm like, "Hey, it was so uncomfortable."
I'm actually quite comfy.
Well, you always sit like this.
Yeah, you do always sit like this.
And then I ring Antonio and I'm like, "Hey, meet me at Joel's," because otherwise I have to walk to town. It's a lot of effort. So meet me at Joel's. Antonio then rings me. He goes, "I think Joel's fallen asleep again." I'm like, "Why?" And he goes,
I was waiting outside his front door for 20 minutes.
and I'm like, "Okay, let me ring him." I ring him and he goes, I go, "Hello." He picks up immediately. I'm like, "Hello." And he goes, "Oh, hi. You okay? When are you coming?" I'm like, "I'm coming now, but Antonio stood outside your front door for 10 minutes. He goes, "What?" I'm like, "I've got no clothes on." I'm like, "Go answer it then."
I was knocking on the door screaming Jehovah's Witness, and I got
What
I got a lot of looks. I opened the door and I said, "Merry Christmas and a very happy Hanukkah to you." And he,
As a Jehovah's Witness would.
yeah, he looked at me, and I could tell that man he's seen the face of God in the last 12 hours.
He's woken up from it. One thing I do actually want to talk about was you've been to a lot of concerts.
So many.
Oh my God.
I'm so ill.
You tell me that as we're sat in a
every
bus.
single week. You went to a concert like every week.
How many?
Apart from Amsterdam, which also
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
That was fun.
What the fuck?
I went with my mum though, so it wasn't like a wild trip.
Wild girls.
It was
Day.
wild.
With Wendy.
I went to so many. What was first? Boy Genius.
Boy Genius.
that
I
fun?
wish
Yeah.
I could have been to Boy Genius, but I was on holiday.
No, that was first.
Yeah. I went to King Princess the day after broke up from school.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember you telling me about that.
That was literally, I was like right at the front. It was so cool. Solo. Have I been to a concert by myself before? No, I think that was the first time going by myself.
Aww.
It was so fun. I didn't make any friends. Actually, I almost got kidnapped by a Spanish girl.
Kidnapped?
Like fully, like, well, not kidnapped, but like, she was like, oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Is that how all kidnappings start? Oh my god!
No, it was in the middle of the show and we were just like talking and she was just like, oh yeah, a bunch of us are going to the gay village afterwards, do you want to come? And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, what the fuck is a gay village? Like, I'm terrified, but also like, let me go. But like, it was definitely going to be a club. So I was like, okay, well, like, I don't have any like valid ID, like I can't fucking go. But I was like, oh yeah, I'll come, like that's so fun. And then after, like immediately after the show finished, she grabbed my hand and like started dragging me through the crowd out the door. I was like shitting myself, like, and I was like, I'm just gonna go grab some merch real quick. And then I like got the merch and like sprinted out the door and like it was pissing it down. I felt like I was in a movie a little bit.
Oh my god.
Main character moment.
I mean, I was shitting myself. I like ran into.
You should have gone to gay village.
You should have.
I so should have.
I'm the only gay in the village.
Fuck, what is that?
Wait! I know that!
That's from Little Britain.
I've never did watch Little Britain.
I've only ever seen clips. But I did understand my reference.
Little Britain was a good show, and so was Come Fly With Me.
I miss
Come Fly With Me was really
Come Fly
good.
With Me was so funny.
Have you
You've
seen
seen
Avatar?
Avatar?
You're gay, man.
How was Boy Genius though? That's my
Oh.
Yes, Boy Genius.
I actually died and came back to life. For the whole like 8 hours I was there was not a single person on that stage that I was not attracted to.
Stop
Real.
wiggling your toes.
Sorry. This is Mayhar's stomping on my toes right now.
There's nowhere to put my feet unless they're like crisscross.
Crisscross. Slide to the left.
Oh, this faucet is digging into my back.
Oh my
The
god!
faucet.
Is that what it's called? The tap.
It's a faucet, no?
Same thing.
Faucet.
Faucet.
What's a faucet?
Like I think it's American.
A
It's definitely
faucet.
A
American.
faucet.
A water
Oh,
faucet.
Faucet.
Water faucet. I don't know that.
Faucet.
F-A-U.
C
Faucet.
double
Not faucet. Faucet is like
I'm
twist it, pinch it, bop it.
T. Faucet.
Faucet. Bop it.
What are you on about?
Anyway,
I don't know.
Boy Genius slayed so hard. So good.
It looked
I
amazing.
sobbed, like fully sobbed,
I
and
think
like there was no
everyone
one there to comfort me because Adam was with the hose. Anyways,
Oh, wow. Also, yeah, I did sort of think, like, you sent me a snap of you in the line going like, Boy Genius, Slay Genius, wish you could be here, and then Adam just goes, oh yeah, he couldn't come, could he? Something like that. And then all of the next images I see, there's more people with you in every single picture I
Yeah.
see.
Oh yeah, no, you like built like a mini conglomerate.
But
I was
it
really
was like,
worried.
because
I
like
didn't make
and that lot was there, weren't they? And
got kind of separated
Maybe we
in the
shouldn't
crowd.
Maybe we shouldn't
We weren't
name
with-
drop
I'll
as
beat that.
aggressively. Okay.
We weren't with them in the crowd. We were there with the two girls we went with.
Who's the two girls you went with?
We got the train there with them.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, and then but we had different entry points. 'Cause we got
Oh,
VIP.
yeah. They got the
Oh,
fancy
VIP
ones.
was such a scam. Like there was a fucking lounge we could have gone to, but like I'm not going to a lounge. I'm making my way like closer to the.
Making my
front.
way through the hood,
I thought you were gonna say.
sipping this yak.
Oh, it's like a remix. Okay, I get
Okay.
it. Is that the one where she's on the piano on the truck?
Yes.
Yeah, but we got split off because you know how concerts are.
Reading.
Fucking amazing. So good.
You lot have been so quiet about Reading.
Yeah,
You
like
went and then
I
you
don't know
bought
what
it.
to say.
We literally like asked you about Reading about 10 times in the group chat, and you were just like,
We sent
"Oh yeah, it
videos.
was great."
It was.
And
I
that was-
spent so much time in a mosh. We went into this tent. I think it was like a Radio 110 or something. We were like just living it up. Like a DJ was there, hyping the crowd up. And then, but we didn't realise that everyone was waiting for Lancey Foe to come out. Is that how you say
Who?
it? Which one? Lancey or Lancey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. But like we didn't know that he was going to be there.
So
So
how do
then
we know it?
suddenly we're just like living it up. And then like everyone starts moshing and there's like fire. They're going, I said the world on fire, not like actual fire, but like
Yeah.
and then it's just videos of us going, how the fuck did we get here? Like, I can't hear anything. But then for some reason we just kept going back in. Like, we'd be like, oh, TV girl, wait. And then we just like walked back into the mosh. I left Billie Eilish early.
To go to the mosh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We were like, we just lived it up at Lancey. And we went to go to Billie Eilish and she's playing like, what was I made
Yeah.
for? And it was really fucking depressing.
Yeah.
I did fight back a bit. I was like, guys, Billie Eilish is there and we're leaving. Like, what? Like, something's not adding up here.
Mm.
So we went into the dance tent and raved with Andy C.
Love that.
And
That's
then
scary.
I did think I'd been spiked though. I wasn't spiked, but like that was a general fear my whole time I was there. But I do think there's like stigma around that. Like, it's like a general public, like actually a genuine problem about that spiking happens at festivals and
Yeah.
stuff. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shit.
Right, you said like fucking the whole time.
Yeah.
What to swear?
You're only thinking about that now, like 20 minutes into the podcast.
I was scared about that when I first was going, but then I realised that no one gave a shit when you're there.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's just there for a good time themselves.
Yeah.
And because like everyone's just my age now at Reading and stuff.
So Reading approved.
Reading
Was a
approved.
slay.
It wasn't as dirty as I thought it was going to be.
No?
There was like actual grass. And the toilets
There
weren't
was
bad.
there was
Actual
there was
grass.
real grass, guys.
That was real gross.
I said my family ditched me last Friday to go to Victoria's Festival because if you don't know about Victoria's Festival, it's in Portsmouth and they brand it as a little bit more family friendly. There's some, you know, a few more well-known artists or artists that, you know, a lot of older people would remember. I say older people, I mean like 80s, 90s music, but like bands that are touring again and they're coming back and people can relive their youths again. I think that's really the whole point of the festival. But the reason that my family went there was for Jamiroquai, who was headlining on the Friday, and I was so gutted that I wasn't there.
Was your whole, like, your brothers as well?
Yeah.
Where were you?
So for context, I'm in a band, and
You're not in a band.
No, I went like that.
Oh, I thought you were
think
going,
we-
yeah, me too.
I'm not in a band.
yeah, I'm in a band, and many months ago I had a gig booked in on the Saturday, so I thought, okay, I actually need to get up in the morning. I can't go to a festival, so I didn't book it, and then it got cancelled, and then it was way too late.
That's so lame.
I know. And JK, the front man, he is properly, like, he has dad bod now and everything. Like, he's really,
Respect.
he really does not give a shit, but he sounds exactly the same. His
Who's this?
voice is still impeccable.
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai's a band?
Yeah.
I should know that.
Jamiroquai
I
is
should
a
so
fan.
know that. Jacob,
Nah,
that
he's
was
a
the
DJ.
hats.
Yeah. And he had
When you said
a
JK.
huge hat, and he was wearing a custom Adidas tracksuit that got made for him, and he had two because he changed halfway through the show.
That's like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Shit.
And my brother got a high five from JK,
Oh,
and
sick.
now
So did your mum.
I want to kill myself. And so did my mum. So did my mum.
Your own mother got a high five.
And
from
my
JK,
mum
you didn't.
will admit she is not a festival goer, but she
Really?
absolutely loved it.
I would
at
have
that
taken your
festival.
mum for a festival goer.
Oh no, she would. If you asked her to go, she probably would say no.
She's more
But
of the sit down and listen type.
yeah. But she loved it. She was like, "Oh, I want to go next year." I was like, "Slay."
I think that is a thing because I would never see myself in a mosh pit, but now I'm like, it feels like an addiction.
Oh no, like I
It
really,
is an addiction.
I would. Oh, I want to mosh so bad.
We should
But,
all
like-
go to Nirvana UK because that is mosh pit.
I like going to concerts where I don't know the songs though, so I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know many.
It's
I want to
actually
go to
like
that proper like
Next time.
new metal kind of concert.
Yeah.
I'm watching that. Oh.
When Hail the Sun go on tour, we're going.
We're going. Right, no, we're going to talk about that because Black Midi are playing... Where are they playing? In London on Tuesday. But because it's our first day back at school, none of us can go.
I'm really tempted to bunk. I'm so tempted to bunk because
That's so naughty.
No, but it's Black Midi. Geordie Green.
Our attendance is already so bad.
Yeah, no, that's so true. I'll tell you what, linked to Black Midi, on the same day that everyone went to Victoria's Festival, Adam was at All Points East Festival, seeing the Strokes. And guess who else happened to be there?
Geordie Green.
Geordie Green and Black Midi.
And he got Barrier.
He got Barrier, he shoved his way to the front, he filmed pretty much every song, and I wanted to cry because I was sat at home on my lonesome all day whilst everyone else was out living life. And that was, yeah.
Me and Antonio have both been sat here sobbing because we didn't have the money to pay for most of these concerts, and B, didn't have the time to go.
Yeah.
So as all of these lot have been going to like concerts and festivals, we've been sat at home sobbing our eyes out because we're just like, or then we just sit and play Siege and our really sad little lives.
That was not. I mean, I can't complain because Italy was great.
Right, I haven't been on holiday.
You haven't been on holiday, but I have.
But I might be going to Dubai in Christmas instead.
Dubai.
Oh my god, I went to the weekend. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
How the fuck did I forget
about? Because you didn't see him. You were sat at the back.
No,
I've seen videos from the weekend.
I've never seen Ellie more in her element. Like,
really?
She was eating it up.
Aww.
She fucking loves the weekend. Getting out from Wembley though, oh my lord, it's like it's not a 2-mile walk, but it feels like a 2-mile walk, and it's like standstill traffic. And then you get into the tube station, and the windows are literally steamed up. That's how many people are there.
Oh my god.
I've never sweat like I was sweating balls. Like, it was fucking boiling.
Damn.
And I was like in the seats as well. It was mental. I think there was like 90,000 people there.
I knew someone else who was seated as well, and she sent me loads of videos, and it was, I have never seen a stage set up like that. He had an inflatable moon.
The moon was so soggy because it pissed it down.
Didn't
get wet though because I was
undercover.
Katie undercover. Was it Katie undercover or KC undercover? I don't know. I never watched that show.
Yeah, neither. I never had Disney Channel.
Sorry.
I didn't have shit. Like, looking back on it, I was talking to someone about this the other day. Like, everyone always like reminisces over like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and all of that. I had CBBC,
Period.
and that was where I drew the line.
CBBC and CITV.
But they were goated, to be fair.
They were. I never watched like an American TV show growing up.
You definitely had Sky growing up.
Yeah,
you were that kid. You were that kid.
I had Nickelodeon and I'd only watch SpongeBob. Like I for my entire childhood I would only watch SpongeBob.
But SpongeBob was so like, I would actually rather watch like SpongeBob than something like Family Guy. I'll be so real, because SpongeBob is just like,
has good plot.
You can just zone out. It does.
Like,
have you seen the SpongeBob movie?
Sponge out of water.
Sponge out of water.
I love that.
Because first of all, the CGI is actually good for a SpongeBob movie, and secondly, the plot is actually good.
One thing I think I do actually want to segue onto was I had, when I think I was 9, I had a SpongeBob birthday cake, and I want to talk about what our favourite birthday was. Like in our years, what was your favourite birthday? Because to me,
go on, Abby. Oh no, actually, Mayhar, you start.
Yeah, because I've started mine. So I think I don't remember how old I was. Either like 9 or like 8 or something. And I took a bunch of like my you take like your classmates like to your birthday party instead of like your friends. I did that and I took them all sledging in the snow zone. In the snow zone.
Hey!
Yeah, and I had a little sledging party. I'll find photos, I'll send it to you. But it's so cute, and we all did we took turns sledging and everything, and like my whole family was there. And then they got me a custom SpongeBob cake.
That is sick.
That's gangster.
That was my favourite birthday.
I don't think I ever had a birthday that
extravagant.
You used to have like whole class birthday parties when you were younger.
I hated them. I'll be so real. I hate because you would have to invite people you didn't like.
I didn't like that. I don't think there was ever a birthday party where like I wouldn't end up crying, and I don't know why.
What?
I don't know why. I think I was just a control freak, and like a lot of people being there, I was like, get out, like it's my birthday. What are you doing?
my
Like,
birthday.
You invited them.
no, I did not. My mum invited because like
Yeah, no, real.
you know like swimming pool parties down at like the leisure centre.
Yeah.
I'd have one of those. I had a Mead Open Farm one. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
There's meat open farms
And then
everywhere.
one at the
no?
gymnasium. No, I thought that growing
Wait.
up.
No.
It's not a chain
This
thing.
is the only. Yeah.
Wait, okay, hold
There's
on.
only one.
There's only one Mead Open Farm. This is a
no.
reality check right now. I
'Cause,
don't
like-
give a shit if they know what Mead Open Farm is. This is a reality check.
Wait, so meat open farm is genuinely like a here thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I only
yeah.
realised that because I spoke to my friends who live in like Watford, London area once, and they were like, "What is that?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And this was like a year ago, 2 years ago. It's not like a
I
multiple
thought it
place
was a
thing.
chain thing.
No.
I'm
It
stunned.
look because they make it look like it's a chain
Yeah,
thing.
like it looks like.
But
such
it's
a chain
genuinely
thing.
not. But that's why, like, my cousins who live in Wales, a few years ago, because they've sort of grown out of it now, but years ago, whenever they'd come up to see us, they would always come to Mead Open Farm because, like, they just don't, nowhere else has that sort of thing. And it literally has about everything you can ask for as a kid.
The play barn.
The play
Slaps.
barn with slides and the whole
The
play
big red
area.
slide. I never went on that big red slide.
Right,
I
the big red
smelled
slide was
too
gangster.
I didn't like it because it smelled, and I'm really funny with smells.
It
Like
did
it
stink.
stinks.
Wasn't it so good? And then they remodeled it and it was shit.
Yeah.
They put
Yeah.
like it had that like the
They've got a whole new area now,
last time I went there was for the Howl.
but I was thinking like, actually, school is going to be such a pain in the ass this term for me because all of my coursework is happening between now and the new year.
I don't even want to
Pretty much.
Coursework. So bad.
I have so much
For
to do.
reference, we are going to our final years of A levels.
Yeah,
Which is disgusting when I
that's
deep
scary. That's actually
it.
scary.
Freaks me out.
Because I haven't written my personal statement yet.
Nope.
And
I
I
haven't
still
even thought
don't
about
know
it.
what uni I want to go to.
Neither.
Ah!
No,
It's
no,
okay,
no.
it's
Look, I'm
okay.
having a hard enough time dealing with the fact I'm turning 18 tomorrow, let alone know what uni I'm going to go to. If I'm
Yeah.
even going to go at all.
I think it's just a one step at a time thing.
Real. So real.
Just
No, it's
take
so
it as
real.
it comes.
That's what every year, I keep saying year 13 or year 4.
The year above.
The year above have told me.
You're 14.
Year 14? No. The year above keeps saying to me, like, just take it one step at a time. Like, it's fine.
But I think that's the case with everything, to be honest. Like with like even with like GCSEs, you just had to take it one step at a time, and then it all worked out fine in the
I
end.
blocked those out so long ago. That was just a blur to me now.
No, but I had to go in literally when I got back from holiday and pick up my GCSE Italian results because I did GCSE Italian a year later.
That was so free. You went, so I had to.
And so, but yeah, it was the fact that
Is this an
The-
advert? We paused.
a word from our sponsors.
No, we're not sponsored. We're not sponsored.
Raid Shadow Legends.
By FC UK.
Oh, actually smells quite nice.
But it smells like Joel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does.
It does, yeah.
That is just Joel.
Sorry, Joel, we're snooping around in your. Don't
There's-
wipe it on me.
There's no
That's
towels either.
It's just
because they're all
raw.
on the floor.
No,
They all put
it's
them all on the
just-
floor.
Right, basically, how we've got this set up is we using.
Should we film a separate video?
Right, Mayhar was like, okay, so we need the camera set up, we need the mic set up, well, we need it to see us at a good angle in the bar. So we're thinking, how do we do this?
This is our setup. So we have Antonio here, we have Abby here, I'm here, the mic, the cow, and then we've got my MacBook on a chopping board.
It's on the chopping board
With a
in the sink with a
crock.
crock balancing the chopping board and a towel over the plug so the tap
And then
doesn't
we've
trip.
got towels on the floor as well, and that's how we've set up our beautiful podcast for today. Yeah, yes. The last one we did was actually quite civilized. Like we had it.
Yeah, it was in my house. It was in the office, and I had the camera balanced on a office chair
What's your favourite
Back to birthdays, Abby. What was your favourite birthday party? Because you started explaining and then you didn't really.
So like I had
You
all the
interrupted.
birthdays, like generic birthday parties, like a swimming pool party, a gym party, gymnastics party,
Oh wait, no, I had those.
a farm party, and then like I got to the age where I was like, I'm not inviting all these fuckers anymore. I've only had sleepover parties because I thought I'm a big like.
Oh my god!
I was so into having sleepover birthday parties. Like I
Sleepovers
loved
were the
that
best
shit.
though. I'll be so real.
Did boys have
I never-
sleepovers?
Yeah. I
Just in my head, like
I
made
literally,
them
this is
have
a
sleepover.
confession. I literally had a sleepover with Adam like the other day. For
Oh,
the first
yeah.
time in years. That's the first sleepover I've had since like year 9.
Do you just like sit in bed watching a movie with snacks?
No, I'll be so real. We were playing Gartic Phone, which is, if you've ever played Scribble.io,
Yeah.
is very similar to that, but
We
it's
need
so
to-
much more
We
fun.
need to play it tonight.
Yes.
It would be so funny. So we could do it on our phones.
And then we played Phasmophobia, which is a ghost hunting game. It's literally Ghostbusters, but with
More
like
difficult.
demons.
Yeah.
It's terrifying, and especially at midnight we were playing this as well. Like, it was actually quite scary, and
I
Adam
did
loved
it.
it.
Yeah.
The jump scares. Adam loved it, but everyone else got off. So we ended up going, actually, what are we gonna play now? This was at like almost 1 a.m. We go downstairs, and I turn the light on, and we both look at where my TV is, and we both at the same time stare at my Nintendo Wii, stare at each other, and go, yeah.
That is
So we
so predictable of you two.
we ended up playing Wii until about 3-4 a.m. I just had all of my Wii games out, and we just
So we
kept
were
like
playing
switching.
like Wii Party.
We were playing Wii Party.
Oh, slay.
We were playing against Matt.
Is that the one where like if you
Not
win you get like
Matt.
a present and it like stacks up
No.
for the no? Okay. What am I thinking of then?
What are you doing?
Wii Party, where like it's a bunch of mini games.
Yes.
Hmm.
And then like you like go up podiums.
It's not
Podiums.
podium. It's like, what the fuck do you do in it actually? No,
I
you
mean,
can't
okay.
like mountain.
Yeah, so we played Board
It,
Game
like,
Island.
rises.
We played Board Game Island,
I'm
which
actually like
was...
pushed. Your knee is pushing me so far.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me.
Rejig.
Every
Rejig.
like 10 minutes we need to like switch
Yeah,
around.
we need to move.
It doesn't look like I'm wearing any clothes.
Guys, I'm just not wearing any clothes.
Or
I mean it's the right
No.
environment for it.
our video's gonna get taken down.
No, she's not actually naked. Like,
I'm 18 and I'm wearing clothes. There we go.
Okay, brilliant. I'm glad we've established that. So, back to
Oh.
Board Game Island.
I need to just punch the tap on.
No, I swear to God.
I didn't.
By
I
the
didn't.
time this podcast goes out, we've drowned. This is our final message.
You're right. You were explaining Wii Party and then you stopped.
Yeah, because you
Wii
kept-
Party.
Wii Party.
You
Board
win
Game Island,
if
right?
you win a mini game. Your podium goes up and you
It's not
rise
podium.
out of the.
No, wait. I know what she's on about. She's thinking
Rise
about
out
the.
ground.
Right. You know when you roll the dice, there's
I
right.
never did roll dice in Wii Party.
When you roll the dice for the board game, and you win the mini game, there's like a podium that says like first, second, third, fourth. That's what she's thinking of. And then
Yeah, but that's not rising out of the ground. Why is she rising out of the ground?
why are you giggling it, girl?
No, right, okay. Board Game Island is literally what it
that
sounds
one.
like.
Oh yeah, no, the one
What
where they
the
have to
fuck is-
carry the presents and they fall off.
That's
Girl,
a mini game. That's a mini game.
That's a volcano.
But I swear you rise out the ground.
Why are you rising out of the ground?
What? Girl, you don't rise out of anything. What
I'm
else?
waiting for you to come to a conclusion.
Yeah, I just don't know what I'm talking about. To be fair.
Okay, for the 5th time, Board Game Island is where there's, I mean, you can do it against like the NPCs if you want, but it was me and Adam versus 2 NPCs, and essentially you're put on an island and it's sort of a spiral all the way up the side of the mountain until you get to the top, and on each like square, it's like a Monopoly square. There could be a blank space. It could be a move forward an extra 5 or move back 4 or something like that. Or it could be a mini game. If you win a mini game, then you get more spaces.
I don't think I ever played that. That sounds
That
way
was the
too
best
complex
one.
for
Go home and bring
me.
your
It's
Wii.
the best one. Honestly, we should have a Wii Party night.
Go home and bring your Wii.
I really need a piss. I can't lie. And it's
Well,
like the
you're in
worst
the right
situation.
place. You're in the right place,
Like,
to be
no
honest.
one's getting out this bathtub.
Look, if I just mute the mic for a minute, then you can go for a piss.
But you know, you guys are in here. I'm not doing that. Joel, if you're listening, can you get another bathroom, please? I've seen her live.
Who's her?
Dodie.
Oh, right. Have you?
Yeah.
Where was that ready?
No, because it will upset me because she's never going to do a live performance by herself now. She's always going to do it with Fizz.
Fuck Fizz.
Fuck
I saw her at... What's that Rough Trade
You saw a Rough Trade?
East?
Oh, shit.
National Record Store Day. It was free.
That's cool.
What is that for?
One thing I wanted to say, which I mentioned to you earlier, May, actually, was I was looking at a list earlier of the vinyls that I'd bought, and I found this template basically of like where you can write down the name, the artist, when you got it, how much you paid for it, where you got it. Yeah, and I actually, it's just nice to see like your collection actually like in a chart.
Some nerd shit right there.
But you know, it was quite cool just to see it. But I actually sort of, because I had to write down the price for every record, and it actually hit me how much I'd spent.
That would give me
on
so much
vinyls.
anxiety.
I had to close it down because I was like, it looked I didn't total it up because I was too scared, but I've probably spent like upwards of 250 quid just on vinyls. And I
Vinyls are
haven't
expensive,
even
though.
got that many.
Yeah, they're expensive.
I don't think I've ever actually paid for a CD or vinyl. They've always been gifts or given to
Just
me.
you wait. Because my first like 3 were gifts.
No, but I've got like 7 Nirvana ones. I've got a Cave Town one, and then I've
Really? What album?
the Sleepyhead one, the one with the cat.
Sleepyhead
Swear.
one.
This one's cool.
I'm seeing him
Really?
on the 24th of September.
Where?
I was meant
Where
to
are
go
you
to
getting the
I was meant to
time
go to
for
that.
this?
I was meant to go to that, but I don't have the money.
I think it's an addiction for me now. I've been like, I love live music
Take me with
so
you.
much. I'm going with Imogen. It's like my birthday thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't have the time off work yet. Have to figure that one out. Apparently, still working on my birthday right now.
But you're performing
That's
on
I'm
my
cool.
birthday.
performing a show on my birthday, so I'm gonna have
We need to go
figure
to
that
that. We need to book tickets.
Oh my god, we
out.
do.
Yeah, send it last actually.
Ticket link, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Thank you. But yeah, it was that sort of surreal moment of I need to stop spending money, but also I love my vinyls.
Apparently, it's
so
like
I
a
can't
thing.
stop
No spend
spending money.
September.
No spend September.
Well,
I
that's already
won't be
Like
able to
stop
do that.
sober, where you stop smoking, except you like don't spend unnecessary money, which is impossible for
Yeah,
a teenage girl like myself.
I don't really know how I'm gonna not spend. I mean, to be honest, the only things I buy is stuff for my drums or vinyls now. That's all I spend my money on. Because I just like having an actual possession. I bought the American football vinyl.
Don't
the
talk
other
to me.
day.
Don't talk to
The
me.
first, their debut album, and I've never been more happy in my life. It came on smoky blue vinyl.
That's cute. I
And
think
it's
I've listened to that album. I think
beautiful.
Adam made me listen to
Yeah,
it.
I love it. I love it to bits. It cost me. It's one of the most expensive vinyls I've bought yet.
Is
I
that
swear
the
to
one
God,
you
if no one's bought me a vinyl for my birthday, I will kill myself because I'm getting a record player
From Mummy and Daddy.
from my brother.
From Slay.
He literally came in my room and was like, "What do you want?" and I
Well,
was
I
like,
was going to, but I bought you a CD instead.
"You have
Right. Okay.
issues. You have
I
issues.
need
You
to-
have issues. You have issues. You talk over people." This is where the podcast ends.
But the therapy starts.
Next episode is us with the counsellor. So we're here
Yeah,
today.
you're not being invited back. Your counsellor's taking your place.
I don't know what I'm saying now. Just go. Just go.
I brought Mayhar the best present, in my opinion.
Well, Eddie says otherwise, but I don't know what he's got in me.
Nah. Eddie. Well, I mean, he could surprise everyone, but also Eddie has, you know, small pleasures, so it could just be booze.
Small pleasures, but the man's loaded.
The
Man
man
is
is loaded.
I would be so happy if you just bought me like a PC.
He just bought himself one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He doesn't
have
money.
the facilities for
He doesn't
that.
have money anymore. He spent all his money on a PC.
I'm really scared. Like I'll be so real. That's the only thing that's been on my mind.
Catch.
Right, the cow's moving. No.
I'm sorry.
The cow's moving.
One strike and that's it.
One strike.
You can't put it there.
Okay, right. Put it. Where?
Do we
Put
just
it-
hold it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
nailed it.
we'll just hold it. We have to be very careful because it's not our cow. It's Joel's, and it's not
It's
even.
Joel's mum.
It's Joel's mum's cow, and
I don't know what the significance of the cow is. I don't know why it's here or why they
I don't
decided to buy it. Because it's quite
quite
like
intense.
it's not normal. Like
No,
it's quite unique.
it's not normal.
Like there's no other decor in here except for the cow and that
I
plant
mean, it's
over
a
there.
plot.
There's a cactus over there.
Yeah.
A fake cactus and then her like
And the woman of the hour.
you think
The
it's
woman
like
of
religious
the
or
hour.
something. Like people have Buddhas in their
Oh
houses.
no!
No.
Oh, we're gonna address that now, Abby. I'm gonna let you explain the Buddha.
Buddha.
Go on, explain the significance behind
Nice
it.
and loud for the
Nice
the
and
guys in the
loud.
back.
I won't say names loudly.
Oh yeah, no, maybe not.
We used to go to parties at
This one party guy's house.
this one party guy's house. And
Party guy's house?
he had a cabin, which tents the whole cabin thing. Cabin fever cow.
Have we addressed that either?
What, cabin fever?
Yeah, the fact that like that's a whole thing now.
Oh no, so basically we used to have parties at this guy's house who used to be friends with.
In a cabin.
And it used to be like in a cabin, so therefore we named ourselves Cabin Fever because if
Well,
you
that's
would
what the
say-
group chat ended up
Yeah,
being called.
it's what the group chat was called, and we were just like, okay, well, when are we having a cabin fever? That was the whole question. But then we just sort of like stopped being friends with him. I'm not getting into it. And essentially we kept the name. I don't really know why we kept the name.
Because we just
No one changes the names of group chats.
yeah.
That's true.
No one changed the name.
But when we started having parties at Joel's house, we found that cow, and then we named it the Cabin Fever Cow.
I just
Cabin
remember
cow.
stumbling
Cabin
in
cow.
here and being like going for the toilet and just staring because it used to sit above the toilet. Now it sits
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in the whatever the fuck these are, like cubby holes. I just remember stumbling in and just making like intense eye contact with it and being
It's
like
the fact that
and like just taking it out of the bath and going, what the fuck is this?
It's probably worse now that it's up there, because if you're sat on the toilet, it's
It's
just staring
staring at
you
you.
in the face.
No, because before it's like one eye open and I'm pissing. Like I'm imagining Joel have a shower in the morning and that just staring. We shouldn't make but like that's a close up. It's quite scary.
It's
Anyway,
not scary.
the
it's
cabin, Buddha.
Buddha.
Were they Buddhist?
No,
beautiful.
they're not
Who's
Buddhists.
Buddhist?
His family?
No.
No.
They have. Was there more than one Buddha?
There was multiple
There
Buddhas.
was
It's just
multiple.
because his mum liked Buddhas. That's literally it.
There was a Buddha outside the cabin, and one of our friends
Felt very sick.
threw up. Was it on the Buddha or next
On
to
the
the Buddha?
Buddha.
On the Buddha.
I think it was both.
all over the Buddha.
And then goes, oh my god, who just
threw
threw
up?"
up? And they were all like, huh? And we're just staring at the Buddha, and then there's just a lot of photos of this person
Punching
it's-
Buddha.
Buddha's
having a fight.
And then this person just claimed that she now hates Buddha for the rest of her life.
Not the religion.
Not
Nothing
the religion.
against the religion.
Like, it's not.
Just this
It's
one
not a
specific
racist thing.
statue.
It's just this one statue that she threw
It's
up
not a
on.
racist thing.
It's not.
Why is it racist?
Because
What
that's
is
what
the
it.
name?
That's what it would be. Racist. No.
No, it's not.
Why is
Buddhism's
Buddhism a
not-
race?
Yeah.
Wait,
It's a religion.
Anti-religious. Is that it?
Huh?
Just anti-religious.
It's not anti-Semitic.
That's
Sacrilegious.
Sacrilegious. That's the word. It's not sacrilegious.
religious education with
Religious
Reggs and
education.
bacon.
Do you
Is
think
there
Reggs and bacon?
Yeah, Abby, get it right.
I'm a fake fan.
Right, down.
I am actually a big fan. I've only got one episode out, right, so far?
Yeah, this is episode 2. You're our first guest. You're our first
You're
guest, apart from
privileged
Cabin Cow.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
crab.
Essentially, Antonio got out because there was no room. But we had this written in our document of like where, because essentially every single podcast episode we are going to do is going to be in a different location, because we've had this old podcast where it was over COVID in Discord in the same room, same place every single day.
It was all virtual, and it was not. That was not good.
It wasn't pleasant. So me and Antonio want to explore our tiny little town. So we're going to do it everywhere we can.
It is not a tiny little town.
It is.
Like,
Everyone
anymore.
says it's big, but it's not.
It's big.
No, it's not.
I think our town's bigger than some other places, but it's
I feel like
not got a lot of places in it, if you know what I mean.
we think that our town is so big. No, hold on. We think that everywhere like around our town is so big.
Yeah, to be fair, our town is quite irrelevant. Like, if you say to anyone who isn't from here, like, I'm from here, they'll be like, where the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, that's true.
I think the opposite, you know, because I've seen a lot of people, like, that anyone that I speak to from the UK, I could say, and they probably, I'll bleep it. I did that last time, and they'll be like, oh, I know, like, oh, you're from there. Like, it's not. I mean, it's not the most relevant.
My friends from London think I'm like live in the north.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a half an hour train ride, and they're like, "Yeah, you live up north," and I'm like, "Like, if you like, can you not hear me? Like, I'm not northern." They think it's so far because we're like the most central. I'm not gonna describe where we live on a map.
I mean, when I tell people where we live, I think we can say like I say like I live in MK.
Yeah.
Because that's.
MK is like the central.
I would
Yeah,
never say I live in
everyone-
MK.
Huh?
Respectfully.
Yeah, no, like I don't want to say I live in MK, but it's like people know where MK is, so I can sit there and say, oh yeah, I live in Milton Keynes. Because it's. Is this more shampoo? What is
More
this?
shampoo. I found more.
It's Tresemme.
Tresemme. That's Joel
Not
definitely uses
animal
Tresemme.
cruelty
Joel
free.
does not
Well,
use shampoo.
obviously.
Why are you smelling it?
Is this what you do?
Not
with
everything smells nice.
It
It's
actually
not-
does smell right.
Yeah, that smells really good actually.
Yeah, but it's not animal cruelty free.
Oh, my bad.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
Tresemme is not animal cruelty free. Let's talk about photos because I feel like we're going to take a lot of photos tonight. What is your favourite photo you can think of? Because I know we take a lot of photos in general.
My favourite photo.
So what? Because I had written down photos and how they capture the most beautiful memories.
Really?
Yeah. Because like,
Do you not think photos can get in the way of memories?
no, because like I look at that, which is me and Eddie at Arctic Monkeys, and I think, oh yeah, that's me and Eddie in Arctic Monkeys. And I think of that, and then there's Joel's. I shouldn't mention that, but I shouldn't mention that. But it's like, I don't know. I just love taking photos and videos as well. Like I wish we took more. We take so many already. Like after every single party or gathering we'll have, it will just be a truckload of photos that will fill up your memory, fill up your storage. But I just think that's so beautiful. Why the fuck are you sat like that?
Because I'm really trying to find a way to like be seen and be
But
heard.
it looks stupid there because
Do you
you're
want to get back in the
literally-
tub?
I know.
My favourite memory. I love it when there's 0.5.
Oh,
It just makes me
yes.
laugh.
0.5 memories are the memories to keep.
I think what you said, Abby, is actually quite true. Like, do photos get in the way of memories?
Because especially at concerts, because I've been to a lot recently, and like, especially at Boy Genius, Phoebe Bridgers. Sorry, just give
She
her
had
a
a
moment.
moment.
Phoebe Bridgers was like, "Okay, everyone, put your phones away for this song. Like, I want it to be like us," and I was like, love, respect, and like, I loved it. Like, I feel like I remember that song the most.
Yeah.
Stop wiggling your toes.
But I also find because I've been to a number of concerts now, I find that I want to film less. I'm like, I don't want to share this on social media. Like, what am I going to do with it? Although I do find myself like sitting in my bed rewatching concert videos and like
That's
smiling
what
to myself.
I do. I will like just happen to be going through my camera roll, and I'll come across like Arctic Monkeys or like one of the other concerts I've been to like last year, and I'll be like, oh my god, like I forgot it was like that. Like
Yeah.
I remember how cool this was now. but I think there's a fine balance between like not filming the whole thing and not filming nothing at all, because I feel like you want to like film your favorite songs.
Definitely.
You want to take photos.
It gets to it where you're like, oh, fuck, I love this whole album. I want to film the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I think before I go to concerts now, I'm like, okay, I want to film. I will like
This
film
song,
like the
this
first
song, this
30
song.
seconds.
Yeah.
Or like the last
That's
30
what
seconds.
I did at
or, like,
AM. I didn't film
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
song.
literally.
I didn't film any of the whole songs.
No. Especially when you're in the pit as well, it's difficult. Because you'll find you're like, well, I can't see anything except for people's heads. Especially at Reading as well, because everyone's on
Really?
each other's shoulders.
Oh, right.
There's a video I have of me filming some of Billie Eilish, What Was I Made Of? What Was I Made For? What Was I Made For? And during the end of the video, you could just see someone get on the shoulders and go up, and I just go, oh, fucking bitch. Like I say it so loud, and this girl like behind them turns around and just like laughs at me, and I'm like, oh, fuck you. But then I'm like, I could just be listening to this song right now, like I don't need to film it.
Yeah.
But like I want to be able to like relive it and like listen to it, because it makes me genuinely happy.
There was some moments which like I wish I filmed in
They lost
AM.
all their money.
Huh?
They have zero now.
Who?
In two
Oh.
months to handle.
They have
Really?
They
nothing.
have zero.
Wait, what happens then?
Who
I
was
have
it?
no idea.
Who was
It was that tall black guy.
Did they not have
Someone
actually
had a
still
wank
a
as
decent?
well.
Is that money?
That's
That's
so
4 grand.
desperate.
4 grand.
4 grand for
What?
a wank.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so they have 9 now.
Is that just game over then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I think we've had quite a well-rounded conversation today. I feel like it wasn't as deep as our first episode, because you had like our sacred list up, and you were just going like, oh, you know how scuffed love is these days, and then like, oh, you know how like everyone just empties their guts out at spoons, like everyone just
Yeah,
like.
but I love those conversations. The deep
Oh, yeah,
conversations
I
are like that.
related so hard with the first episode. I can't lie. I'm probably your biggest fan. I
And
almost cried.
Look at that. Our biggest fan has been.
Oh,
our
I don't
guest
know if
on
she
this
is
episode.
actually anymore. Ed said he really liked our podcast. He wants to be on it
No,
as well.
Abby's our biggest fan.
I'm happy
Did
he's
he
happy.
watch it first?
No,
No.
he didn't. He watched it yesterday.
Watch the whole thing.
Fake
When it came out.
fan.
To be honest, he didn't know.
I won't be watching this one though.
I sent it to him weeks ago.
Because
I mean, I'll give you the view if you want, but like, I
Thanks,
don't
girl.
wanna watch
Thanks,
it
girl.
myself.
Thank you.
right, I think that's about it. I think.
The way I would describe this podcast is, you know, when you have picky bits for tea.
Oh,
yeah,
that is so good.
That,
Yeah.
that's,
I fucking
that's,
love Picky Bits.
You have to name this podcast Picky Bits.
Picky Bits podcast.
Picky
okay,
Bits
that's
podcast.
that's gonna be our little subtitle. So
Picky Tea.
that was Picky
Picky
Bits
tea.
episode 2. Thank you very much for watching. I still think this is gonna be quite an learning curve to see what the fuck this podcast actually becomes, because every episode something different happens.
I'll be so real. Like I messaged him like yesterday, and I was like, "Do you want to film a podcast tomorrow?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Where?" Like an hour before I'm leaving the house, and I go, "We'll figure it
Yeah,
out."
and we did.
And we did.
We
When did you
came
message me,
to
like,
Joel's
1 a.m.?
accidentally, and we were just like, you know what, we're doing it in the bathtub. So it happened in the bathtub, and it's finished in the bathtub as well. I don't know where that was going. I don't know where that was going.
I never got out of the bathtub. I want to though. I really need the toilet.
Okay,
Let's let Abby go for it.
go piss, girl.
Go
And
for
we'll
Ah.
see you next episode. Thank you very much.
it.
Bye.
It's done. So everyone's ready, yeah?
Just get in the bathtub.
Mic check.
We've already checked the mic. Oh
Alright.
What?
no, nothing.
Wait, is my Mac gonna die?
It's gonna be recording on for an hour. How much battery has it got?
What are you gonna plug in?
There's no plug socket in here. We're in the bathroom.
Bro's over. Bro just wants
This
to
is another one of my great ideas, Abby. You have to understand. Oh,
No
that's
one wants to see that. Don't look like hench as fuck when I'm wearing a tube.
You actually do. Oh my god. feel like we're gonna get out of what?
Two bros chilling in a hot tub.
5 feet apart because they're not gay. Two bros. We're the two bros. Oh, hello. Oh,
Oh shit, she done it.
look at this. Okay, Abby's a bit too far over. Okay.
I just don't want the fucking thing dripping everywhere.
Two bros chilling.
That works.
Oh.
You're scaring me.
Huh?
Shut up. Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording. Okay.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording. Oh, shit everywhere. Cabin cow is very dusty.
Just a bit. Put the fucking cabin cow down.
Emotional support.
Yeah. Are we gonna see cabin cow? No, she's just giving
Just
us
about.
side eye.
Well, we can put him on the fucking.
Thing, the stools. Wait, no, because the thing will cover it. No, because the thing will cover it.
Oh, wait.
Give me a minute.
Looking at how
No.
No, I'm literally just gonna reach over and do this.
We look like we've been held prisoner. Put. Lay him to rest.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Down.
Poor baby.
Poor baby.
Okay.
Are we emotionally prepared to sit like this for an
This
hour?
is the
Okay. I've got the
Okay.
laptop.
Let's try it, shall we? Let's give it a go.
Don't be fooled.
Okay.
This is not tea. I poured the copper because I thought it looked more sophisticated.
It looks like the funky tea that you get.
I don't get to drink tea, so I won't again.
Okay. That wasn't really the point I was trying to make.
The
Okay.
house on that cow is very impressive.
Okay, you're gonna repeat that sentence once I've done the introduction. Okay, right. Shush. Okay, and. Okay. One thing I never understood about his house, I won't include this, but this is just something I really want to get off my chest. One thing I've never understood about this house is the fact that, like, he has his shower down here, and this is like the furthest point away from his room. Like, I would not want to traipse all the way around my house in a towel to go and get some clothes.
Well, he doesn't.
Probably
He gets
just gets
changed in
changed in
here.
here. Do you
Yeah,
leave
but-
your bedroom in a towel?
Yeah, but my bathroom is literally like.
I can't
right
say
next
anything.
to
I wear a robe.
A robe.
I love my
What is this,
robe.
I mean-
the Ritz? Oh my god.
No, I've been here when Joel showers. Like he gets in the.
You've been in the bath when
He's
John
just
showers.
We were just
You
talking
actually bastard.
We were just talking about you showering.
Joel, do you want to make a cameo?
Hello.
Okay, that's his cameo.
Hi. How's your uncle?
He's alright.
I just shat myself.
Talking about me
No, this isn't funny because I do actually really
Don't
piss.
close the door because it's gonna yank my mouth.
Abby was saying, can you get another bathroom, please?
I need a wee.
You were saying that. Oh no, you were.
Abby said that.
Why do I need another bathroom?
I need a
Because we
wee.
said so. That's why.
You know, I really need a wee.
Oh, for fuck's
Because
sake.
Abby needs a wee.
It's fine, I can wait. Well,
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm actually really like on edge now.
Okay, composure.
There is no composure. I just got screamed at. I need a drink after that. Oh my god.
Ah!
Ugh.
Okay.
Get
This
me
is
out of this
go-
godforsaken.
I can't get out. I can't get up.
Get me out.
I can't get up.
I can't walk. I'm gonna get a UTI.
This is my
You
mic.
can leave the mic there as you get up.
Barbecue bacon burger. Barbecue bacon burger.
We need to make a paper room as well.
Barbecue bacon burger. Just send me the whole thing, man.
girl needs a piss. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, get out. I can't get up if there's so many people in the bathtub.